Hello everybody and welcome to day 6 of the Spring into Simple Decluttering Challenge. I will just take a minute here and make sure that things are up and running and give people a minute if they want to join us live, and then we'll get started with today's task. So just give me a quick moment here. Okay, looks good. So yeah, today is day 6 of the decluttering challenge. So we're almost halfway through, which is very exciting. If you've stuck with it this far, that's really something to be proud of. So keep going with today's task. Today we're actually moving on to the kitchen. So the kitchen is often the heart of the home for most of us. It's where we cook, it's where we gather, where we eat, where we do homework with the kids, where we might sit with a friend and have a coffee. So it's a really hard-working room. And the more you can declutter and simplify that space, the more it will simplify your time spent in the kitchen and make your time spent in the kitchen easier and more enjoyable. So it can really have a big impact to simplify your kitchen. It can really just make life in the kitchen a lot easier and just help it function better, help it feel better, help you feel better when you're in the kitchen. So it's really an important place to simplify, simply because we spend so much time in our kitchens and use our kitchens so much. So today, because the kitchen is often a big space with lots of stuff in it, I like to kind of ease our way in and start in an easy, kind of low pressure, low stress way. So we're going to start with the pantry today. And the pantry just lets us kind of ease in, like I said, and start in a slightly easier space, because in the pantry we usually make more logical decluttering decisions when we're decluttering. It's usually, based on like, will we use this? Is it expired? That kind of thing, versus maybe tackling like some special dishes that were passed down to you from your grandma, or small appliances you spent a lot of money on. So this is a really good way to ease in, get started, and make some great progress in the kitchen, and also go a long way to simplify your life. Because when the pantry is organized and functioning well, I don't know about you, but life just seems more under control and things are, ticking along a lot better when the pantry is organized and not a big mess. So for today's task, we're going to work in a logical way. We're going to start, the first thing we're going to look for is anything that's expired or no longer good. Those are super easy decluttering decisions to make. If it's expired or no longer good, you can get rid of it. Next, you're going to look for anything you won't use. Maybe you tried something for a recipe and then didn't really like the recipe, or bought something to try it and didn't like it, or bought it on sale and bought too much and you just know you won't use it up. Those little odds and ends, those random things. If it's opened, unfortunately, it likely either has to go in the garbage, or you can make a point of using it up this week. And sometimes I like to leave those items out on my counter. I hate counter clutter. So leaving those kinds of items out on my counter bugs me, and then it reminds me and inspires me to use them up and get them off my counter. So either, if something's opened and you won't use it, either make a plan, put it in your meal plan to use it up this very week, get rid of it right away. Or if you don't even want to do that, you might just have to toss it. If you have something you won't use that's unopened and not expired, that's something you can maybe donate to your food bank. So set aside those items that you might want to take to the food bank that you won't use, or that you have too many of, and pass those along to maybe someone who can use them. Next, as you're decluttering, you've gotten rid of what's expired and what you won't use. Next, take stock of what you have. Just like we talked about in the bathroom, a really great way to manage clutter in the pantry is to use up what you have before you buy more. So take stock of what you have. Maybe make a meal plan based on what you have. Look at the ingredients you have in your pantry and plan some meals for the next week or two that will use up some of those things, some of those extras. And then moving forward, when you're making your grocery list, it can be really helpful to do that while you're looking in your pantry so that you avoid buying duplicates. And just decide what feels like the right amount for you and stick to that. So only buy what you will use in the near future, rather than kind of stockpiling on more than you actually use or have space for. So that's kind of how you work through it. Get rid of anything expired or gone bad. Get rid of anything you won't use, or make a plan to use it up. And then finally take stock, do some inventory and figure out what you have and how you can use it up. So after you've decluttered, if time and energy allows, this is also a great time to start doing a little bit of organizing. And this can look however it needs to look for you. It can be simply tidying up the organizational system you already have in your pantry if it's working well for you. Maybe just tidying it up, making sure everything's in its place, give everything a little wipe. Or you can even look at doing a complete overhaul of your organizational system if you need it and if you have the time and energy today to do that. It is a Saturday, so sometimes we maybe have a bit of extra time on the weekends that maybe this would be a good day to tackle your pantry and give it that overhaul and really make it work well for you. So just do what you can in the time you have. It all adds up and will help your kitchen function better. You can go shelf by shelf so that you don't, take everything out and make a huge mess. You can take it all out and start from scratch if that's what works for you. You can group like items together. You can group items together based on how you use them, like all your breakfast foods together, all your baking stuff together, all your canned goods together, your snacks together, however it looks for you. Just think about what makes most sense for you and your family. So that's today's task. The pantry is our focus. Get it working well, get it functioning well, make it work for you, make it be an effective and efficient space for you. Clear the clutter and then get it working properly. So we'll continue in the kitchen tomorrow. The kitchen is usually a big space and most of us have quite a bit of stuff in our kitchens, so it can benefit from quite a bit of decluttering, different areas and different categories of stuff. So that's today's task. We'll continue in the kitchen tomorrow. If you have any questions at all for me, just let me know. Leave a comment here or post it in the group and I'll go through and have a look here right after this. But yeah, I can't wait to see your pantries. I know my pantry needs a little work. It's getting a little crazy in there. So I'm going to do the challenge right along with you guys today and work on my pantry and get it whipped back into shape. So keep posting your progress in the group. I can't wait to see your pantries. And we will see you back here tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, take care, everybody, and happy decluttering. Oh, and Kathy, enjoying the challenge. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you for doing it. I'm proud of you for sticking with it and making it all the way to day 6 already. So good for you. All right, everybody. Thank you very much, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.